Hello and welcome everyone. It is time for Jim Comics Top Picks for New Comic Book Day. This upcoming Wednesday, July 3rd, 2019. Another good day of comics coming, but when is it ever a bad day? You can never have a bad day of comics. You can have a bad day at work, but never comics. As usual, I'll run through what I'm looking at, top covers, top picks, and I got some books to talk about at the end. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers on YouTube. All the comments, tips, info, everything. It's great. I love talking to people. So I've got a great community. You know, even the people who send me a thumb down. I mentioned last week in the haters. I love you too, man. So it's all good. And the same goes to my Instagram followers. You guys are awesome as well. A lot of you kind of do both, so that's all good. Anyways, we'll get into what I'm looking at this week. Start with my indies. All from Alterna. I like picking up. It came out on a Wednesday, and issue number 7 is out this week. Just the one cover. But I like them because they got a lot of short stories in there. You get some stuff from some newer artists and writers, and sometimes you get artists that do their first venture into writing, that kind of thing. So I really like getting them. They're really cool. And for $1.99, you can't really go wrong. From Dark Horse, No One Left to Fight #1, just the one cover that I see anyways. I'm going to grab this because, as you all know, Netflix signed that first look deal with Dark Horse a while back, and any new title that's coming out from them for the next little while, I'm going to be grabbing. So there's that one there. I don't know what it's going to be like, but I'm definitely grabbing one copy. That's it from Dark Horse. From Image, I got a few from them. I'm going to mention one that I'm not sure if I'm even going to buy, but anyway, Sea of Stars is one I'm definitely getting. That's a Jason Aaron title. It's a sci-fi adventure. Mentioned this one a while ago. He's been working on this for a little while. So it's a regular cover A, and then Mike Mignola's got a cover B, which I actually like better than cover A, but I'll probably get both. Who's kidding who here? This is the one. Mark Millar's got another title out this week called Space Bandits. Ton of covers for it. I'll show the images I have. I may get one copy of cover A and flip through it, but I don't know. They don't. If you're buying these hoping they're going to go up in price, they probably aren't. So buy it if you like it, but don't buy it as a spec book. That's all. That's what I'm going to say about that. Thumbs #1. There's a second print of that out this week. #1 sold out, and I'm just going to say #1 first print if you can get it. I would recommend getting it. That's all I'm going to say. And then #2 is out this week as well. Just the one cover, so I'm going to grab that one for sure. Walking Dead 192, the second print is out this week. I'm going to definitely grab that. And then issue 193 is out, but I may get that one too, just to see where it goes. But that's it from Image. From DC, got Deceased #3. You got 3 covers. And just so you know, DC's starting their cardstock covers this month. So a lot of the comics you're going to see from them are going to have the cardstock. But remember, they are going to be more expensive. So just keep that in mind if you're going to order those or buy them online or anything. Or even in store, but just expect to pay more. Anyways, Deceased #3 is out. 3 covers. Cover, I'm not sure if it's B or C, but there's a Wonder Woman cardstock cover, and her all zombified and everything. That looks really cool. I really like that one. Definitely going to try and get that one. Deathstroke 45 out this week. Got 2 covers for that. You got your regular cover A and a really nice cover B. And again, this is cardstock. This Finch is the artist on this one. And it looks like we're getting a new Deathstroke in 45, so you may want to pick that one up. It's a good spec book. Justice League 27. Boy, this has been... I mean, I've loved Justice League all the way through. Really like the new relaunch they did with this. Got 2 covers for this one. Cover A, and then cover B, another cardstock. It's a really nice Gorilla Grodd cover. Man, I like that one. And this one, in the solicitations from DC, this is the issue. They said you're going to get your first Apex Luthor. We got kind of the rebirth in 25, and then last issue 26, you kind of basically just got a cameo of his face kind of hidden in the dark sort of thing. So you didn't really get a look at him, but it looks like 27 is going to be your first Apex Luthor, so definitely grab that. Probably going to be a splash page, last page of the book or something, who knows, but we'll see. And last one from them is Lois Lane #1. Now this one I don't think a lot of people have on the radar, but there's going to be a tie-in between this and Leviathan and possibly Naomi and stuff coming down the road. So I'm going to grab it's a 12-issue maxi series. There's 2 covers for this. Cover B is a Jenny Friesen cover, which is a nice cover. I'm going to get one of each just because I'm going to see where it goes. But I've been liking Superman, and I've really been liking Action Comics. So that's it. Anyways, that's it from DC. From Marvel, big one from them this week in my mind. Well, a couple big ones, anyways. But Aero #1 is out this week. It's the first solo title for Aero. There's a whole bunch of covers for it. Get what you want. There's some limited, some not, everything else. But it's so not only is it a first solo title, but it's also the origin of Wave is going to supposedly be explained in here. So it's definitely a good one to get. Fantastic Four Prodigal Son #1. I mentioned this one quite a while ago in my Down the Road video. This has got introducing a new alien. Prodigal, I guess, is showing up in this, so definitely one worth picking up, or at least I think it is. I'm going to get that one for sure. There's a couple covers for that one. I like cover A actually on that one, but I'll probably get both. Immortal Hulk #20. What do I have to say? If I have to tell you, explain to you how good this is, man, you're missing the boat. Cover A, another Alex Ross cover, really good, and then cover B is a carnageized Hulk kind of cover. Definitely going to grab those. I love Immortal Hulk. It's my favorite series out right now. New Mutants '98's got facsimile edition out this week. If you don't have a copy of a first print of New Mutants '98 and it's out of your price range now, pick up a copy of this because it's great to stick that in a bag and put up on your shelf. It looks fantastic. So that is if you like Rob Liefeld drawing 2 feet. Oh, I got to. Anyways, I'll talk about Liefeld in a minute. Savage Avengers 3 is out this week. Got 3 covers for that. I like cover A because it looks like Conan's sword gets venomized kind of deal, and they've just kind of been hinting at that for a little while. And then Elektra apparently shows up and joins the team as well in this one. So Savage Avengers 3 looks to be a good one. There's 3 covers for that, like I was saying. Secret Warp Soldier Supreme Annual #1. I still say that those Infinity Wars #3, I think it was, with all the first introduction of all those warped characters. If you don't have that, man, you need to get that. I'm going to put an image of that on the screen because I don't have it in front of me right now. But that is a book you need to get because these characters are going to be sticking around, and man, years from now, you're going to be glad you have it. Anyways, there's 2 covers for this Soldier Supreme Annual #1, and it's dealing with Warp World and all that kind of stuff. So that is it for my books I'm getting this week. My covers, a lot of these are going to be these cardstock covers. They are really nice. So I got Deceased 3. I got the Mattina Wonder Woman cardstock. It's really nice. I've got Deathstroke 45, cover B, the Finch one. I like that one. Green Lantern #9. This is not a cardstock as far as I can tell, but it's a decal cover, cover B, and it's really cool with him and those tigers or lions or whatever they are coming. That looks just wicked. Love that one. Justice League 27, cover B, the Gorilla Grodd cover. That's a really nice cover. And then Aero #1, the Artgerm cover. That's a pretty nice cover as well. So that's my covers this week. My picks this week. I got 4 picks and 2 honorable mentions. So Deathstroke 45. Looks like I say you get a new Deathstroke showing up, so that's definitely worth picking up. Justice League 27. I think this one is going to be your first actual Apex Luthor showing up. We haven't seen him. We saw the Rebirth, like I say, in 25, and a cameo in 26, but this, I think you're going to get your first, at least the solicitations make it sound like this is your first actual Apex Luthor, so try to pick that one up. Aero #1. Her first solo title and origin of Wave. That's definitely a good one. Immortal Hulk #20. I want to see how, after being dissolved and eaten, it's going to be interesting to see how the Hulk comes back. So, man, I love the Hulk. It's just so good. And I don't know if that rumor of them canceling the Hulk at 25 is true or not, because I read something from you. I'm going to put a post from Ewing on the screen. It says that it's 100% false. So whether or not he's full of shit, or it could be just that Alex Ross is going to stop doing the covers at 25, or who knows. But anyways, I really hope they don't stop, because man, I love that's my favorite. It's one of my favorite series. The other 2 books I got are Fantastic Four Prodigal Son #1, because like I say, you've got a new alien showing up in this Prodigal Son character. And Savage Avengers 3, because it looks like you're getting a venomized Conan's sword and everything. So we'll see what happens with that. So that's it for my books. As far as, I showed this on Instagram and I forgot to show it in my last video, was this previews for Spider-Man. It looks, J.J. Abrams and his son are putting out this new Spider-Man series. And it looks like in the previews, you've got this, there's supposed to be this new character called Cadaverous showing up, and I don't know if this is him right here or not. Potentially is. or that could just be one of the minions that works for Cadaverous, but he's looking pretty badass looking dude. But anyways, he shows up in there. So if you got a copy of that, they're free. I would recommend getting one just because you never know. I mean, it's just a preview. And I'm going to talk about previews in a second. But anyways, back in April when this came out, I talked about this in my video. And I also posted about it on Instagram because it is your first appearance of the Black Goblin. And the print run on that was about 35,000. It's not a huge print run, but not a super low, or sorry, 38,500. So it's not like a super low print run. You should be able to find those, but try to find, if you don't have a copy, look through the back issue bins, because you never know where, if they're talking about bringing Norman Osborn into kind of rebooting that whole Green Goblin storyline and everything, it sounds like anyways. If the Black Goblin came first, they may actually bring him into one of the movies before he becomes the Green Goblin. So I don't know, but it's just really, it's a cool looking character. I'll put an image of it on the screen because I showed this quite a while ago, like I say, in one of my videos and on Instagram back in April. And I recommended getting it then, and starting to heat up a little bit now. I guess people are starting to clue into it. So I hope you got one of those. Try not to pay more than cover for it. Just want to talk about Crush for a second. I know a lot of you are aware of this, but the Teen Titans Special #1 was their first appearance right at the back. Basically kind of it was their first appearance right on the last page. And then Teen Titans 20 was their first appearance. And there's a lot of those out there, and that price is a little good. But if you can get the 1 for $25 variant of Teen Titans 20, that's a really good one. The prices kind of come down a little bit on it. It's still in that $30 range from what I can tell. I got it when it came out, and it's her first full appearance, plus it's her first cover appearance there, I guess you can technically say. But she's on the cover of 20? Yeah, she's on the regular cover of 20 as well. But it's a wicked ass cover. It's a 1 for 25, so it's not a huge. There's not a billion of them out there, which is really nice. So long term, I think that one's got some potential. I said that at the time too. And the one book you really need to get is, in my opinion anyways, I'm going to put an image on the screen real quick. It's from David Lindelof, who's directing Watchmen on HBO. And when HBO does stuff, they have really high production value, good actors, directors, all that kind of stuff. And this new Watchmen series, we don't know much about it yet, because it's coming out this fall though, and because there's not a lot of news out there other than a few trailers and some rumors and specs and stuff about characters, there's not a lot of price jump in the books. So if you don't have Watchmen #1, it's one that it's funny enough, I don't have it. I actually have one coming, but because I just bought it. But that is technically your first appearance of Dr. Manhattan, Ozymandias, bunch of characters in comic. So that is a great book to get. And there's a image on the screen from Lindelof. He tweeted this this is from a little while ago, but it says "Reach out and touch Mars." And it shows the blue orb with the rings, and that if you follow Watchmen, you know that Dr. Manhattan went to Mars and the whole bit. So you can almost be guaranteed that Dr. Manhattan is going to be in the show. I mean, he almost has to be, because he transcends time and space and all that kind of stuff. So even if this series is set after the last the original comic book and movie and everything, but before Doomsday, or not before Doomsday Clock, but it's a way for them to tie stuff together. And you can almost be guaranteed he's going to be in there. And as soon as he shows up on the TV screen, that book is going to go up. I highly suggest, if you don't have it, to get Watchmen #1. It's a great book. You can't go wrong getting it. But another one you want to look at, if you can get it, is DC Spotlight #1. Now, this is a preview magazine, or a comic that came out. It was free. Came out in '85. But it has a full page preview of Watchmen in there, showing the characters. It's not just a write-up. There's images of the characters and stuff, as well as a write-up about it, the comic that comes out a little bit later. So this is a really good one to get. And because it was free, they're not super, well, they're harder to find now, but because it was a white cover and it was free, they just got beat up, and they showed dirt and everything else. So if you can get a graded copy, it's worth getting. Which is what I got, but it is a really good one to get. And like I say, that Watchmen is going to be around. Like I say, HBO doesn't do things half-assed when they do it. And number one is a really good book to get if you can get it. I can't stress that one enough, because that is, the movie was good, but I think this series is going to be really good. It's in lines with how good Game of Thrones was. I think that's what's coming. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, and you're going to see, kind of like Umbrella Academy, the book. I recommended that book I don't know how many times. It sat at $10, and as soon as the show came out, it went to $100. Now, I'm not saying this one's going to jump from, that 50 for a raw copy. You're at a decent grade. You're looking at about 50 to $60. Graded, you're looking at a little more. But once the show hits, yeah, look out, it's going to go up even higher. So, anyways, that's it for you, folks. Take care. Happy hunting. Oh yeah, and I hope you got your Marvel Comics Presents 5 and 6 last week, because man, the prices are getting stupid on those. I got them all for cover price, and I hope you did too, because wow. That's all I can say is wow. Anyways, take care, everyone. Happy hunting. Talk to you later in the week. Bye for now.